Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Coming into another lesson, Lord's willing to be edifying, and Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. Coming into another lesson titled, The Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is preparing his weapons of war to destroy North America, Israel, and other parts of the earth. Now, Putin had an interview the other day about war, man. He's ready to shoot these missiles off. And every other country is joined with Putin. The scripture tell you that he's going to be the one to destroy North America, okay? In Ezekiel, the 38th chapter and the 39th chapter. So he had an interview. He's ready to go to war, man, okay? He letting them know, man, if y'all try anything, man, shoot any missiles, it's going down. And he's the one to get it popping. And Trump is the one to push it to get it popping. That's why Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah got Trump in the chair. Now, this is titled, The Lord is Preparing His Weapons of War. Okay? What you see on the screen is those ICBM, the missiles, when they come up out of they hidden places, okay? Where they are housed at. When they come out of their housing. And they're going to shoot up into the air, okay? And they're going to come back down in full speed, man. At full throttle. And they're going to hit their target. Because these are the weapons of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. First chapter. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans is talking about North America, okay? Verse 26. Come against her from the utmost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, which is destroyed the whole earth, man. Okay, North America and all the other countries, because all they do is go in and take over. Esau lived by the sword. So he had destroyed every part of North America, man. And every other country, man. Okay, that they go in and take over. So the Lord say, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. Her work is what? By destroying these countries, by their democracy and their legislations, man. Okay? Controlling the earth through their laws. According to all that she has done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Okay, it say do unto her, man. North America. Edom. Okay? Esau, the so-called white man. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. That's talking about Russia, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia, China, Korea, South and North Korea, okay? They're going to side with Putin, man, okay? Reading again, Babylon, it say, for lo, I will rise up and cause to come up against Babylon, North America, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall, it say, from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Them arrows are talking about missiles, man, what you see on the screen. Okay, the missiles gonna go up. When Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah had them to set the missiles out, they're gonna go up and they're gonna come down in full throttle and they're gonna hit their targets. And it reads again, none shall return in vain. Why? Because they're going to hit their target, man. They ain't going to return in vain because they are going to hit their target. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 7. They shall run like mighty men, and they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Okay? These missiles shall not break their ranks, man. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah say they're going to hit their target, man. Okay? They will hit their target. It said, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. So it ain't going to be nothing that's going to stop these missiles, okay? They're going to do what they're supposed to do, man, and that is destroy, man, okay? Now this is Isaiah 54, verse 16, and it reads, this is what Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah say, man. Isaiah 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. A smith is a man that creates weapons. Okay, all different type of weapons. Swords, knives, okay, guns, whatever, man. This is what smiths do. And this is what Yahweh say. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his works. And I have created the waster to destroy. Okay, I have created the waster to destroy. What is the waster, man? It's talking about the missiles. Okay, them nuclear missiles. First, it was talking about the atomic bomb that they split. Now you had the nuclear missiles from the atomic bomb, okay, which the Edomites created, which was the Germans, okay? The Germans was the one that created the atomic bomb that Esau Edom used to drop on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. Okay. So now they have the ICBM, the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, nuclear. The Lord say this earth shall be destroyed by fire, and it's going to be nuclear fire. Okay. So he said, behold, I have created this smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. What is a waster? A missile. What do missiles do? They destroy, man. Okay, the precept to that say destroyer. That's what a waster is. It's a destroyer. That's why I say a waster to destroy. Okay? These are what? The weapons of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. Read this one more time before I move on. Jeremiah 51 in verse 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Indignation is righteous anger. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans, man. Okay, he said he have did this, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind. What's that, man? Them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Okay. This is verse 30. Jeremiah 50 and verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. So the Lord is gathering those people, man, over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man, which is Yahweh Shaphat, over there in the Middle East, man. Okay. Now, he said he created the waster to destroy, man. Now, them same wasters that is mentioned in Isaiah 54 and 16, this is what John saw on the island of Patmos, man. This is Revelation chapter 9 in verse 16, and it reads, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in a vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and brimstone, fire and smoke and brimstone. Okay, now he say, And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. 200,000 is 200 million. Okay. So it's going to be 200 million of these missiles that you see on the screen right here. That's going to destroy North America and Israel and other parts of the country, man. Other parts of the earth. Okay. To destroy the wicked, man. The unbelievers and the wicked. Now this is verse 18. But these three was the third part of man killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads with them. He said, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Now, when they say, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents. That's because about you can see that you can see right here on the screen. On the tail of the missiles, it's being propelled, right? So it look like kind of like serpents. When you see it going in the air, it's gonna be, curving over, whatever. It's the smoke that's gonna be coming from it. Like when you see a jet in the daytime, and them jets be making the smoke in the sky. Okay, when they be spraying the chemtrails, okay, you can see like it look like a type of serpent, man. So this is what John saw. He said, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, with them they do hurt. Now he said the heads was like what? He said as the heads of lions, because what's on the top of the missile? It's the warheads, man. Okay, he said they were like lions. Just talking about the warheads. Okay, this is what John saw, man, on the island of Patmos. John the Revelator, man. He saw the missiles, man. He said with 200,000, man, 200 million. Okay, now back in the day, what he saw was in the ancient time when men used to line up the battle, when you used to have two sides were getting ready to war. They used to line up on each side of the field, okay, on their horses. And men, he say, and they was on horses, and the men had breastplates. But he say, out of the horse's mouth issued jasper and brimstone and smoke. Don't no horses issue out fire out of their mouth, man. So what John really saw was those missiles, okay? Because out of the head of the missile come what? Fire, jasper and brimstone, man, okay? And he said the tail were like unto serpents, man. Because they're talking about the end of the tail, which you see like the smoke coming from the tail, man. This is what John saw now in the Patmos, man. He saw them nuclear missiles, man, being launched off and getting ready to go to battle, man. But like I say, in the ancient time, when the two parties used to line up on both sides of the field and get ready to battle, everybody on their horses and they got their shields and swords, and they used to charge out at each other. That's what John saw now in the Patmos, man. And he said he saw 200,000, man. Okay? So that's letting you know, man, this talking about missiles. Now, I'm going to go to Revelation chapter 8, verse 13, and it reads, and I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Now when he say, I beheld an angel, I beheld an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe. That means World War I, World War II, and World War III. Now the first two wars already done happened. That's what woe mean. Woe mean destruction, war, okay, sorrow, a distress, desolation. He said 3 woes, man. 2 already done happened. Okay. The first World War was in it went from 1914 to 1918. Okay, and there was over 70 million personnel, man. Okay. It was over 70 million military personnel and over 60 million Europeans, man. Okay. The Second World War II was from 1939 to 1945, and it was over 100 million personnel in that war. Okay, then was the 2 wars. The third one hasn't happened yet. That's what we seeing today, man. The third war is getting riled up, man, to happen. They'll see up the scriptures, man. It say whoa, 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 man. Okay. Now when you go to Revelation chapter 9, verse 12, and it reads, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Okay? After the first one happened, then you had World War II, which was in 1939 and 1945. Okay? Now you got the third war that's coming. It hasn't happened yet. So that you know, this is a prophecy that's about to happen about the third woe. Now, these scriptures line up with everything that's going on with today, man. Now this is Joel chapter 2, verse 20. And it reads, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, which is North America, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea. Now when they say with his face towards the east sea, that's talking about the Euphrates River and the Persian Gulf, okay? And his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is talking about, when they say his hinder part to the utmost sea, that's talking about behind him, that's the Red Sea, okay? And his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up, because he have done great things. It's talking about, it say his stink shall come up, man. It's talking about them Edomites gonna be over there, man, because they all gonna die, man. They all gonna get destroyed over there in that land, man. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. And it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. He said, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Now, plowshares is a garden tool that you use for farming. A pruning hook is a garden tool that you use for farming. He say, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. So he's telling all those people that did agriculture and they grew crops and all that. He said, man, hey, you finna turn all that into missiles, okay? All that's gonna be turned into arsenal, man. Creating missiles. Ain't no more of that, man. He making these countries get their missiles ready, man. That's what they doing. They beating their plowshares into sword and their pruning hooks into spears, man. And those swords and spears talking about ICBM missiles, man. That's what that's talking about. And it reads, it say, let the weak say I am strong, because all the other countries were weak. The only people that had them nuclear missiles was North America. Now everybody got nuclear capability, man. Everybody got missiles now, okay? They got Russia, China, Korea. They got hypersonic missiles, man. Okay, Iran. They got these upgraded missiles ready to go to war, man. And you got Putin say, hey, man, bring it on, man. If anything pop off, I'm going to pop it off. That's what Putin telling you, man. In the interview, man, he's ready to go to war with North America, man. And every other ally that's with him. Iran, Syria, North Korea, South Korea, okay? China, Saudi Arabia. Listen, man, they are ready to side with Putin to destroy North America, man. And it's just a matter of time for it to happen. Let the weak say I'm strong. Assemble yourselves. Now I'm going to go back. This is in Jeremiah 50. Assemble yourselves and come up, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause the mighty one to come down, O Lord. And that's when Joel telling, hey, Lord, call your angels down here to, hey, get ready to deliver us, man, because it's finna be crazy. Please deliver us out of this. Hey, protect us. Send your angels to protect us, because it's finna be hell down here on earth, man. It's finna be war. It's finna be thermonuclear disaster, man. Destruction. Okay? Read this again. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Okay? Now, he said, all ye heathen. He said, assemble yourselves, come together. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken, their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Okay? So he said he's causing them to come up against her, man. Against North America, man. Everybody's sick of North America putting sanctions on them. Okay, telling them what they can do and what they can't do. Okay? Ruling with their democracy, their legislations, man. These countries is sick of North America, man. And they are ready to give her the boot, man. And it's about to happen. Now this is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. And it reads, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. The heaven talking about is here on earth, North America. Because this is the Edomites' heaven, and this is the Israelites' hell. Okay? It say, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. What sword? Them missiles, man. Okay? And the chariots. But first and foremost, them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. Why does it say the people of his curse? Because it tell you in Malachi chapter 1 verse 3 or 4 that Edom is the border of wickedness, and they is the people of who we have indignation forever, man. Okay? And then it tell you in Numbers chapter 12 verse 10 and 11 that they are cursed with leprosy, man. The same way he cursed Miriam. Okay? So letting you know that they are the people of his curse, man. Because they have a curse on them, which is leprosy, man. Okay? No pigment. No melanin. A lack of melanin. Okay? So they are the people of his curse, man. Okay? He say, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Talking about those missiles. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, which is one of the main cities of Edom, which is North America, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, and a great slaughter in the land of the Edomites, a great slaughter in the land of the so-called white man. Okay? That's what they're talking about. His sword shall be bathed on earth, man. And it should be filled with the blood of rams and goats, man. Okay? This is Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. And it reads, the great day of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry out bitterly. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness. What he said he created? He said he created the waster, man. To do what? To destroy. A day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Hey, it's a day of alarm. Hey, man, they got them alarms that go off when you watching certain movies. That alarm go off, man. And they send out their warning, man, that, hey, we under attack. Okay? That alarm will go off, man. Against what? Those fenced cities, man. Okay? Reading on. And say, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, man. Okay? It say your flesh as dung, man. Where do you see the image of flesh as dung at, man? When you watch the movie Terminator 2, man, when Sarah was on the gate, hey, it's it tell you that her face, her eyes consumed it in her holes, man. Her tongue consumed it in her mouth, man. Your flesh is going to fall on the ground because that that heat from them nuclear missiles, man, you're gonna melt, man. Okay? That's why I tell you in 2 Peter chapter 3, man, that the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. So you're gonna have these buildings, these cars, everything gonna melt. And you just imagine your flesh melting like a piece of hot plastic, man. Okay? In a matter of seconds, man. Your flesh, it said your flesh shall be as dung on the ground, man. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It say, gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nations not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Okay? Now he going and talking about the elect. Hey, wake up to the truth, man. That's why we out there on the highways and byways, teaching every weekend, putting up lessons on the unicorn every week, man, every day. Okay? He says, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have brought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. How can you be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man? I'm finna get it, man. This is Psalms 91, verse 1. And it reads, he that dwelleth in the secret places, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say unto the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he hath delivered thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, man. Okay? What is that talking about, man? Them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Okay? This is verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under the wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. What arrow? The missiles, man. Okay? Hey, you shall not be afraid of the missiles that fly. It say, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, man. Okay? Who is he talking to? He talking to his elect men to wake up, man, and tighten up, man. Read this again. It says, seek meekness, if it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Hey, the only way you're going to be hid in the day of the Lord's anger when them ICBMs going to come down on earth, man, and destroy this place with that fervent heat, is you part of the elect, man. Okay, he said the elect shall scarcely be saved. Okay, that's in 1 Peter 4 and 18, man. The righteous shall scarcely be saved. And he said he's gonna start the house of Yasharahla first, man. He's gonna start the house of Israel first. So if you ain't being protected in that day, you're gonna be destroyed by fire, man. Oh, and it say, read this again. It said that it said by night, by the let me read it again, because I don't want to butcher nothing. Reading again, it said, it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Now, when you go back to Psalms, you should be hid, right, in that day. Now, hid from what? Reading this again. This is Psalm chapter 91, verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for terror by night. What terror by night, man? It's going to be concentration camps. It's going to be martial law out here. Okay, people, hey, it's going to be rape, robbing, and murder going on, man. It's going to be bad out here. It's going to be a food scarce. So at nighttime out here, man, it's going to be all type of manners of wickedness, man. Okay? Women's going to be getting raped. People's houses going to be getting broken into for lack of food. Okay, tell you that in the scriptures, man. So it said at nighttime, man, it's going to be bloodshed out here. And if you ain't right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, when it come nightfall, man, it's going to be all hell out here, man. Okay, read this again, man. Thou shalt not be afraid for terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day. Hey, so you ain't going to be scared of the elect. You ain't going to be scared of the missiles that's going to be coming, man. Okay? or what's going to be going on in the nighttime, man, which going to be a lot of rape, robbing, and murdering, man. Okay? Read this in First Peter to prove that, man. We're going to be scared all the way. The Lord say, hey, the beginning of him is fear, man. This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 18. And it reads, I'm going to start at 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God, meaning at Israelites first. And if it begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of God? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So if the righteous is going to scarcely be saved, man. Okay, so basically it's like, as the missiles going to be coming down, man, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah is going to be delivering his elect at the same time, man. It said the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. Okay, because he tell us that our righteousness is like a filthy rag, man. Okay, that's why he say, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 25, and it reads, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war, man. Okay, and this talking about Jake too. Okay, you got these wicked Jakes. They in the military, they in the Marines. Okay, they in the Marines, they in the Navy, they in the Army, they in the Air Force. Okay, they in one of the 5 branches of the military, man. Okay, and they all gonna die, man. They ain't coming back, man. They will not come back. They all going over there to that war. The Lord say, gather together all ye nations. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and read that, man, because hey, these guys ain't coming back, man. Hey, men and women, they are not coming back, man. Okay. Read this again. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Come up to where, man? To the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Reading this, I'm reading down. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, man. Okay? Multitudes in the valley of decision. That's what Jehoshaphat means. Jehoshaphat, the valley of decision, man. Yahweh's decision. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, is near in the valley of decision, man. Okay? Listen, man. He's calling. That's why they going over there now, man. They preparing for war, man. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is calling them to war right now, man. And we see it every day in the news. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 34. And that's when that 7 women are gonna take hold of one man that day. That's when it's really gonna kick off, man. Cause all these women's out here, they men, they husbands, they boyfriends, whatever. They in the war. They going to the they in the Marines, the Navy, the Army. Okay, the Air Force. Hey, they ain't coming back home, man. Okay, they are not coming back. They're gonna be destroyed. The Lord say, call all the mighty men and women, because women want to go to the military. They all up in it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 34. In the wars, I'm going to start at verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Okay? Hey, so it's going to be serious, man. That's when Isaiah 4 and 1 going to really kick into play, man. That's when that's going to really take flight, man. Because, hey, John told you on the Isle of Patmos, man. I saw 200,000, and that's 200 million, man. This is Isaiah 49, verse 26. And it reads, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood as with sweet wine, and all flesh shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Okay? He said, and I will feed them that oppress thee. And as he calling all of them over there to go to war, man. All of them that oppress the nation of Israel, man. He's calling all of them to go to war against each other, man. Okay? And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, man. Okay? The Lord is about to judge these demons, man, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Okay? This is a beautiful time, man. Okay? This is a beautiful time to be alive, man. To see these things happening. To see your Savior, your Redeemer, deliver you out of the hands of your enemies, man. Okay? This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. And it reads, Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. Okay? Hey, so it's a beautiful time, man. To be in this truth, man. To keep doing the work, man, because we finna see this war kick off, man. Okay? The same way they gave us them alerts on our phone, you're going to get them same alerts that America's about to be destroyed. They just shot missiles at North America. Okay? They're going to be telling you to go to doomsday shelters. Okay? Listen, man. We in the time North America about to be destroyed, man. All these armies is about to camp round about her and shoot their arrows, man. They finna bend the bow on North America. And if you ain't one of the elect men putting in this work, man, enduring to the end, you will not get salvation, man. Matter of fact, this is the last verse. I'm going to close on this. This is Matthew 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Korash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Archean pushing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. The Lord's willing to be edifying. I want to say Shalom and Shalom to the Akwa who are listening and learning. Shalom.